What's up, guys? Scotty here with Wheelball for Soup, taking it back to the classic paintball life story content. This one is about a paintball ref who took things way too far. Cops were called, there was an investigation, and this is pretty spicy. I'm going to have to redact some names, but we're going to get right into it. For now, though, I want you to go down and let me know what state you live in and what paintball field you play at. If you're outside of the United States, what country you're in, and what field you play at in that foreign country. I know I have a lot of fans out there in New Zealand and Belgium. I totally see you guys. As for me, I've actually started playing again at Wild West Paintball in Mesa, Arizona. I am not as good as I used to be. I took a few years off and I don't know, maybe I'm just being hard on myself, but it's going to take a while for me to get back to where I once was. But it's a lot of fun to be out there and play and get back into it. So if you see me, say hi. Probably the biggest dude there by about a foot. Some of you guys might know from previous videos, those who've been rocking with me for a while, that I've had multiple positions in the paintball industry. I've ran paintball fields as a manager, as a general manager for a few different fields. Now, the field that this is going to come from, I will not say the name, for one, because I like these guys. And the second part of this is the manager who experienced this, who went through it, he was the person who took over from me. He was somebody who I hired myself. This is a great dude. And I could have been in his position dealing with a mess of referee hires, doing some really nasty things that we're going to get right into. So I'm telling the story mainly for fun, and two, because there is a point in the end about who you hire on to be a paintball referee. The referee in question was beginning to get promoted towards a manager role, and management at a paintball park is mainly booking reservations. When you book a reservation, it's huge for the business. It involves a lot of sales techniques, upselling the customer, getting them to pre-order paint, put down a down payment. Those are very important sales skills that every paintball field needs to have in-house if they want to survive. So as this guy was training for more of a shift leader, key holder management role, he was beginning to start taking reservations over the phone. At this point, he is an hourly employee, probably making 13, 14 bucks an hour. And he's starting to take reservations, and he manages to get the woman on the other end of the line to put a credit card down to reserve their private party. The story is probably taking a turn in a direction you guys didn't expect. That's definitely a turn for the stupid. So of course, as this guy was entering in the customer's credit card information onto the screen to process the payment, he was also writing it down. Now, if you're going to get your credit card information stolen, and that information is used to make a purchase, wouldn't the most likely, very obvious suspect be the guy who works at a paintball store who's taking your credit card info over the phone? Now, to make things even more stupid, what is the most obvious thing that this guy could buy that's basically caught red-handed to purchase something with a stolen credit card? It's just blowing my mind. I can't even speak properly here. So this guy takes the credit card information and he hits up our best friend. No, he couldn't be this dumb. He didn't just take a customer's credit card, go hit up Rory at ANS Gear and buy a private label CS2 with the customer's stolen credit card information. That, my friends, is known as fraud. And there are consequences for fraud, specifically in Arizona. Now, if it's less than $250, that's a misdemeanor. Between $250 and $1,000, that's a class 6 felony. And over $1,000, which a private label CS2 most definitely is, you're looking at a class 5 felony, all because you wanted to get a little creative and try and scam your way into a gun. Not only did this dude lose his job, he is being pressed with these fraud charges, and they're pretty serious. I wish I can say it just ended right here with the trouble that my buddy is having, finding referees, finding employees to manage this business. The next two refs he hired happened to be involved in what's known as a wage theft system, a wage theft scam. I don't know why I like talking about scams, but I watch a lot of those scam baiting channels on YouTube where they troll the shit out of scammers. When one of these dickheads would clock in, they would just clock in the other one automatically and vice versa. Essentially, they were trying to get paid for reffing shifts that they weren't working. Paintball businesses are not giant corporations. They're very mom and pop, and this was immediately busted, caught, and these guys were fired. I'm not telling this story to talk shit. I really do feel bad for this new manager who is my assistant manager. A lot of the values that I had in running that business and how to stay calm and how to engage with the customers, he adopted those values too. This is a good dude. And I know that was my first time in a management role where I get to directly hire and interview people. So I never had that before at any other field. In this field, they give that to me and they're now giving this to my buddy. So he made some, I don't know if he could have investigated and prevented this, but when you're doing these interviews, when you're looking for referees, take somebody who has an established connection to the scene. Take somebody who either is on a team, who has a paintball career, somebody who loves the culture, somebody who values their reputation within the community. Because those types of people, they wouldn't be pulling this stuff. I hope you guys like this 5-minute life story video. I'm trying to keep these flowing frequently, at least one every 2 weeks. So click that subscribe button. Remember, at 20K, there's going to be a gun giveaway. I don't know if I'm going to ever hit it, but 20K gun giveaway, something really nice and high end. Trust me, dude.